Namaste student. Now we are going to perform a very important experiment of your second PUC related to optics, determining angle of minimum deviation of a given prism by the method of plotting a graph, angle of incidence along x-axis and angle of deviation along y-axis. Angle of minimum deviation depends on the material of this prism and angle of this prism. Okay, so prism is a special optical medium which is bounded by 3 rectangular surfaces and 2 triangular surfaces. The edge which is joining 2 rectangular surfaces, we call it as a refracting edge, and this angle is called as angle of prism. So angle of minimum deviation actually depends on the angle of the prism and the material of this particular prism. Okay, this experiment requires a bit of patience, that's it. Otherwise it is very interesting experiment. You get to see a little bit of spectrum also. Generally prism is known for finding the spectrum, but this experiment is we are not taking spectrum, so generally one surface will be grounded. Here it is not grounded. Consider any 2 surface as your refracting surface. What is the principle of this experiment? Whenever light passes through a prism, one surface, it undergo refraction. Again it will pass through the second surface, it undergo another refraction, and finally it emerges out. So when it emerges out, there is a deviation between the incident direction and the emergent direction. This angle is called as angle of minimum, angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Okay, so as we keep on increasing the angle of deviation, you can see in this reference graph, what happens is as we are increasing angle of incidence, angle of deviation decreases, it becomes minimum, again the value increases. For every prism there is a minimum deviation, that deviation is called as angle of minimum deviation. When the ray is passing through at an angle of minimum deviation, the refracted ray will be parallel to the incident, parallel to the, when a ray is under minimum deviation situation, the refracted ray inside will be parallel to the base of the prism. You cannot make out the difference between the incident light and the emergent light. Both look same, only the intensity of emergent light will be lesser than the intensity of the incident light. Otherwise both look same. So at minimum deviation the graph looks symmetric. Okay, so now we vary the angle of incidence in steps of 5 degree, 35 degree, 40, 45 degree, like that, and then we will find out the deviation in each case, and then we will plot a graph. From that we are going to determine angle of minimum deviation of this particular prism. Students, ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, 4 ಪಿನ್ ಬೇಕು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದು 4 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಪಿನ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬೇಕು. ಇಷ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜೊಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಥರ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು, what you need to do is keep the prism. Before keeping the prism, you draw one horizontal line bisecting this page. You draw one horizontal page at the center of this page, and then keep the prism, and then take a tracing on all the 3 corners. I have already done. You can make out there are 3 corners of this prism ABC. So please take the tracing correctly, and then from the center of this particular line AB joining the other vertex, draw the perpendicular. This perpendicular line is called as normal. See, this is refracting surface, the perpendicular drawn to this surface we call it as a normal. In my diagram MN is normal. Okay, now we need to start the experiment at an angle of 35 degree. The first trial with an angle of incidence equal to 35 degree. How are we doing it? We need to keep a protractor, and then from the center of this particular place, put it, and then keep a protractor such that this horizontal line is along the normal, and exactly at 35 degree put a dot, and then take out the protractor and then draw a straight line passing through the prism. So can you make out this line is our angle of incidence? This is the incidence direction which I have plotted for 35 degree. Now what we need to do is we need to place the prism on this tracing area. Put the prism carefully on the tracing area, and then what we need to do is the real experiment starts now. You just put one pin here, in the direction, and then put another pin somewhere closer to that. Put two pins along the straight line which is making 35 degree with respect to the normal. This we need two pins because from one point we cannot draw the straight line. To give exact direction we are using two pins. Okay, now put a prism exactly how we have traced. This particular part you have to be very careful. Now we have put a prism, two pins are put in the direction of incident light. Now little bit bend down and look forward for two images of the pin. Only you should see the red one, which is the second one. Looking through that, you put this another pin on the second refracting surface, so that once you put it, you should not be able to see. We have put two pins in the direction of incident light. Now what happens? Ray undergo refraction through the glass medium, and we can able to see its refracted image on the second side. You have to bend down a bit, and then looking through the two pins, like they are looking in a straight line, you can only see the second pin which is red in color. You should not be able to see the yellow one. Then put a third pin on the other side, the blue color one which I have put. When I put this one, I should not be able to see the red and yellow color one. Now again, looking through these three pins, I should put another fourth pin such that after putting this fourth pin, I should not be able to see the remaining three pins. Okay, now after this what you need to do is you take out the prism and the nails, and what you need to do is you have to join the line connecting these points. Okay, these two are the initial two pins. This is third and fourth pin mark. What I have done is I have extended this line. This is incident light and this is emergent light. This angle is called as angle of minimum deviation. In this particular case, when we measure for I 35 degree, we are getting angle of minimum deviation to be 52 degree. Now, how do we proceed with the experiment? What we need to do is, we have to increase the angle by 5 degree. So, you can make out from 35 degree, I made the angle of incidence to 40 degrees. We have to increase the angle from 35 to 40 degree. Again, redo the same step what we did for the first trial. Then again from emergent light to incident light, you just find the angle. For the next trial, I got the value to be 47 degree. So what is happening, as I am increasing the angle of incidence, the deviation value is decreasing. Now for 45 degree angle of incidence, it has become 45 degree. Okay. Now the next trial, I have increased angle to 50 degree, and I found the angle of deviation has increased to 48 degree. Again, I have increased the angle from 50 to 55 degree. The deviation angle has increased to 50 degree. So you can make out, as I have increased the angle of incidence by 5 degree, initially angle of deviation has decreased, it has reached minimum, then again it has increased. Okay, so these are the set of values we have got. For 35 degree 52, for 40 it has decreased to 47, 45 is the minimum one, 50, 48, 55, 50. So as I increase the angle, initially it has decreased, it has become minimum here, and then again as I increase the angle it has increased. Now most important part of this particular experiment is plotting a graph to determine the angle of minimum deviation. So what we need to do is we have to draw angle of incidence along x-axis, angle of deviation along y-axis. You can select any scale. Since we are increasing the angle by 5 degree, I have selected x-axis 1 centimeter to 5 degree, y-axis to 1 centimeter is equal to 5 degree. Initial values I don't require, so what I am doing is I am showing a kink, which means I don't require those values. I started my angle of incidence from 25 degree, 30, so each centimeter corresponding to 5 degree, here also each centimeter corresponding to 5 degree. What is our first reading? For 35 degree it was 52, so mark the corresponding point. For the next one, you mark the point. For 45 degree it was 45. Again it has increased. You will have a 5 marking. So draw a smooth curve. You get a symmetric curve. So you look forward for the minimum deviation. So this is the minimum deviation from our experiment. Minimum deviation for the given prism for this material, the angle of minimum deviation we are getting it as 45 degree. At minimum deviation, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. Thank you. This is the way you need to perform the experiment. In the examination, this is little bit geometry involved experiment. You tend to make certain mistakes. First thing is when we take a prism for tracing, see all the sides look alike. So for tracing, you need to have a reference mark. See here I am marked using the marker pen 2 dots, so that whenever I am putting this one, always this I consider it as my refracting surface. Second one is the observation. You have to put the pin correctly in a particular angle, and then you have to bend down, close your eye, and then may have a patience to look forward to put exactly in a emerging direction. If you have taken care of these things, all the trials carefully, and have an idea. Initially it is high, then it decreases, it becomes minimum, it increases. If you have an idea, you will be able to perform the experiment correctly, and then you will be able to complete the experiment on time. Thank you, students.